Why Roman armor left the arms and legs exposed. Throughout history, warriors have always searched for the best balance between protection and movement. One striking example comes from the Mycenaean period in ancient Greece. Back then, warfare was constant. Greeks clashed with Minoans, and rival city-states fought one another. This led to some of the most advanced armor technology of the Bronze Age. A typical Mycenaean warrior might wear a strong cuirass, greaves for the shins, and bracers for the arms. Of course, such full sets were mainly available to the wealthy, but even ordinary hoplites often fought with greaves as standard equipment. The difference between rich and poor soldiers wasn't always about the amount of armor, but rather its decoration and craftsmanship. Those who couldn't afford protection were rarely placed in the phalanx, since one weak link could endanger the whole formation. Later, when Greek and Dorian traditions simplified armor, greaves still remained a key part of the kit. Bracers, however, became less common, worn mostly by commanders or those who could afford extra gear. Similar trends appeared in other cultures. Early Romans, influenced by the Etruscans and Greeks, also used greaves. But by the height of the Roman Empire, these pieces had almost vanished. So, why did Roman legionaries eventually abandon greaves and bracers? There are two main reasons. First, the role of the shield.
In the Bronze Age, battles often broke down into scattered duels, making all-around protection necessary. But once formations like the Greek phalanx and later the Roman legion became dominant, soldiers mainly needed protection from the front. The large Roman scutum shield was revolutionary. It covered the torso, shoulders, and even much of the legs. This made greaves far less important for ordinary soldiers. Second, the issue of weight. Every piece of armor added bulk. While earlier armies relied on supply wagons, the late Roman Republic, especially after the reforms of Gaius Marius, placed a heavier burden on individual soldiers. Each legionary carried not only weapons and armor, but also tools for building camps. The average load could reach 35 to 40 kilograms. Helmets, cuirass, shield, swords, javelins, and entrenching gear. Shedding unnecessary armor meant greater endurance on long marches and more flexibility in battle. That said, not everyone abandoned limb protection. Officers often wore greaves and bracers, partly for status, but also because they fought less in close formation and were more exposed. Gladiators, too, relied heavily on arm and leg armor. In the arena, where duels targeted the limbs as much as the torso, extra protection was vital. Their gear was designed for one-on-one combat, not the battlefield. So here's the big question. Would you rather have full protection, sacrificing speed and mobility, or fight like a Roman legionary, lighter, faster, and shield-focused? Let us know your thoughts in the comments.